Hello, let's have a look at the effects bank of the Arturia Mini V. So this is something that the Mini Moog didn't have any of this functionality. This has been added, this whole section here. First things first, let's deal with the vocal filter. I won't spend an enormous amount of time on it because it's not a sound I'm particularly a huge fan of. Some of the presets do use it to excellent effect, and this is one of them. This is the Eric's Legacy preset, and you get this kind of thing. So that kind of throat singing thing that's going on in the background is to do with this this vocal filter. So it generates formant sounds, which basically sound like vowels, and I can demonstrate the kind of effect by turning this LFO on, which that little ball is going to emphasize different sounds. Okay, this increases the effect. Dry wet increases the effect. Okay, now I'm going to jump over to a different window because we're still talking about the vocal filter, but if I just play a note, you hear that it's actually changing the vowel sounds. The reason for that is over here. So this is the motion recorder. This is basically like you can see somebody's drawn like a child sine wave. This is a completely free form area that you can draw in with this little pencil tool, and it will apply that pattern, whatever you draw, to one of these effects. And at the moment the vocal filter is set such that it's being modulated dynamically by the motion recorder. So press a note again. This is what's happening. So that's the Y vocal filter, and we go back over here. That means it's basically moving up and down in this direction, and the X filter has a different graph. Okay, we'll come back there in a little while. Back over to the effects bank, and let's throw all of this silliness away and get to a simpler sound. Okay, so here we have a nice simple oscillator. Actually, oscillators 1 and 2, I've turned them both on. Let's engage chorus. That shimmering sound is called chorus. So 1 is a soft chorus, 2 is the medium setting, and 3 is the heaviest chorus. And it can get quite dramatic. Not my favourite sound up there, but down, nice and subtle. Very nice indeed. Okay, that's your chorus. Then we got delay. Turn MIDI sync on. Okay. Now then, delay is very nice. For a typical lead sound, you wouldn't have that much. Okay. But it really comes into its own when we plug that into the arpeggiator. So let's do that. Right, so turn the arpeggiator on. Play some notes. Oh, let's MIDI sync. Okay, so I'm playing C, E, G. And because I have it set to off, every time I let go of the keyboard, it stops playing. If I turn it on, just press C, E, G, and now, look, no hands. Every time I press a new note on the keyboard, it'll set to that instead. So I just click to C then. If I hit 2 notes, 3 notes, and so on and so on. You can have it go fixed up, 1, 2, 3, 4, fixed down, random, now I'll just stop this for a minute. Random is really nice when you start building more complicated patterns. So if we set it to run at 3 octaves, I'll just play 1 note for now. So that's spanning over 3 octaves. If we make it play a couple of notes for each one of those, and now we start introducing multiple notes, it's basically making its own music at this point. It's at 4 octaves now. And I'm not doing anything, I just pressed those notes initially and it's doing all of this itself. Let's set it off on a new pattern. Okay, so that just remembers the last thing that you played on the keyboard. Finally, we've got the memory mode, which basically means now every time I press a key on the keyboard, it adds it to the notes it's already got. The easiest way to show you is with the step up mode for starters. So I'll just press 1 note on the keyboard. So it's playing 4 different octaves worth of that note. I'm going to play a new note now. So you can see down here, it's playing a load of different G's and a load of different C's across the keyboard. Let's add A. So at the moment it's going up in a regimented pattern. If I switch that to random, and then start bringing the speed up a bit. It's a bit fast. So great fun to be had with the Arpeggiator. Very powerful tool, very flexible. Okay, back to the motion recorder. We started there and we'll finish our journey on the effects unit over here. So I showed you the Eric's Legacy that was modulating the voice control, but you can modulate absolutely anything you want. So just back to that simple sound, that simple oscillator sound. Now then, let's patch the filter cutoff to the motion recorder. So we turn the motion recorder on. We're already in pencil mode. Let's draw something in. Simple as you like. And now, oh, sorry. I've had pencil click down here. Cut off. There we go. Turn this one off for a moment. We can change the speed. This is the amount of the effect that will be applied. We can also quantize it. Isn't that just fantastic? Okay, so that's your filter cutoff. Now then, let's have a bit more fun. If we plumb the filter emphasis onto a different editor, and you can see the old one highlighted in the back. Now if we draw a new curve, it can be similar but not identical. It doesn't have to be identical at all. In fact, it isn't. Now then, what are we going to get? It's completely ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Let's carry on having fun. So now we'll set the oscillator 1 frequency modulator. So this is basically going to change the pitch of oscillator 1. Have a very subtle effect. Just have some little peaks. Let's see what that does. Yeah, there's little bumps in the pitch as it goes past. So a completely wonderful tool. Eraser takes the curve away. You can draw straight lines. You can draw curves. You can draw waves, squares, ziggity zaggity bits. Look at that craziness. What's that going to do? Awesome fun to be had with the motion recorder. Really, really nice. Pretty impressive effects bank. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.